Alright, welcome back to Make It Rain Ranch. We're getting ready to continue building the house. Today's install is actually going to be of this little system. It's a MOEN Sage towel bar. I hate hanging towel bars. They are a royal pain in the rump. I always screw it up and they always end up crooked and I feel like an idiot. So, but luckily for this one, I got directions to see what it's going to look like in the end. It's going to be this beautiful little toolbar. And if you guys are wondering about this sexy, whatever you call this, shower curtain, like I said, my son's on the spectrum and this is what he loved. He wanted blue flowers, he wanted blue. This became his. One thing we did install on this, in case you guys are wondering, is the curved towel bar. It's actually just tensioned in. There's no screws required, so it's just tensioned in. And it's a curved bar around the shower, so when you're actually in the shower, you don't feel that claustrophobia stuff. So it actually gives you a lot more room while you're in the shower area to do whatever it is you need to do. So, my thing is, it doesn't really pull back and forth very well. It's one of the things I don't like about it, but can't be 100% perfect on everything, you know. So that's what it looks like. But this is the towel bar he wanted, and I gotta put it somewhere right here. So with that, first thing I'm gonna do, go get my stud finder, see if I can find some studs and see if that'll work. That would be my luck if I can't find them. Alright, so I'm back. I've actually measured my studs, and unfortunately the width of this is longer than 2 studs. So I'm going to try to put one side in the studs and one side the other. Now this system came with this nice little template that we got to hang up. So I had to go find what little bit of tape I could find. Hopefully this is tape. I don't know if it is. Yeah, it's tape. We're going to tape this template to the wall and then drill some holes as it says. Now I'm going to deviate from the directions just slightly because we have I am going to go through studs on 2 of them instead of using those wall anchors. So first thing I'm going to do is line this up kind of right on that stud, tape it to the wall. I'm going to grab another piece of tape here. In theory, I don't know why this tape is doing this. This is actually came out of my medical kit. So it's not really the tape that you would typically use. And then you take a level. There's a line on this template that you will set it on, and from that line, you're gonna excuse the noise. My father-in-law is out there building a shelving system or a like a mud room, like, what do you call those things? I think it's kind of like a mud room. It's like up north where you take all your clothes off, your dirty clothes and shoes and everything. And then, man, this is not the easiest thing to level it in there. Gee whiz. It's easier just to draw 2 lines together. Good Lord. So there we go. Right there is where I want it. So, if you just, in theory, that's where it's going to be. Let's see where it sits. Well, that doesn't look so good. I guess it does. It's right on the money. Now what we're going to do is use this to set our holes for drilling our things, our screws in. So, fortunately for me, I can said, I'm going to use studs for the first ones. How do these things hang up? Huh. Do I have to get those out of there? We're back. I gotta figure this out real quick. Alright, one of the things you're gonna have to do is when you take this little system here, is there's a little thing on the back. There's that little set screw there. I don't know if you can see it, that little set screw. You're going to take the Allen wrench that they gave you, you're going to unscrew it, and you're going to pop that out. This is what's going to attach to the wall. So, I'm going to do the other one. Unscrew that set screw. And that's out. And then we're going to start looking at this thing and put it in the wall. Now, I'm going to, you can see how the template sits on the wall. I'm going to, first, since I'm going to be in studs, I'm going to do the first two in the verticals. So, I'm going to drill right into that stud. Then I'll drill this one into the stud. And now I'll be able to set that other one. What I'll want to do is to make sure that's level. This thing doesn't sit very well. So once that is straightened out, that's pretty level. Now I'm going to drill 2 holes here because this is drywall. I'm going to want to use the drywall anchors they gave us, which I haven't really used these before. I don't really like them, but what you end up doing is folding these. I think you fold them like this, and you push it through the hole in the wall. Then as you drill it in, it'll pop that open and hold it against the wall. So, let's see. It says, it said in the directions to drill 2 5/16 holes at each mounting location that corresponds to your product. We recommend using the horizontal holes. Huh, that's a good question because I don't know which one corresponds to my product. So the easiest way to figure it out will be to put this together. I have no clue which one it is. And stick it like that. So it looks like mine are the outer ones. Bam. So we're going to do that. So let's go to this outer one here. Looks like I'm going to put a hole right down the center there. And a hole right there. There we go. And now, I believe, according to this, they make the writing so freaking small on these things, you know? It says, now you pull this. That's what it should look like. Fold 2 of these bad boys up. One. Stick her in the wall. Let's see if it'll go in. There's one in the wall. Let's do the other one. It looks like it sticks out a little bit. I am going to try to bang those in just a little bit. Don't ever do this with I'm gonna have to go get a hammer. Be right back. So I went ahead and I got those screws in. I tapped in the first anchor, and then because I was using drywall, or just drilling right in the studs on the first 2, I took the piece that we took off the end of this, and we went ahead, so that piece that goes like that, we pulled it out. I drilled the first 2 screws into the studs. The next 2, I'm going to drill it straight into the anchors here. So let's bring it closer so you can kind of see. So the anchor toggles that I popped in there, those are the next 2. So let's go ahead and do that. Is that the right way to do it? It's gotta be. That in there. I hope this thing goes on right away. It doesn't look like it's gonna work right. Let's put it that way. I might have these things in too tight. We'll see. Looks like my drill's dying. I'm gonna have to go get a new battery. Had just enough to get to the end. Alright. And now, we put these bad boys together. Let's see here. It's gotta be like that. This should tighten her down. And then you tighten the set screw in the bottom. Get it fully locked in here. Ah, I didn't. Oh, you know what? Shoot. Lesson learned there. King Musabe. I put these in where these are across. They're supposed to be up and down. Note to self, there looks like there is a arrow in this one. So that's what in the directions. Let me go back and find out what to do. Okay, so something I've learned looking at this thing. If you look at the mounting bolt, little indentation underneath it. The set screw's got to go in there. So that arrow most likely means up, and I'm an idiot for not putting it upward. So let's put it in. I'm gonna have to do the other one the same way. Oh, it actually says the word up on it. Well, that's stupid. And maybe I ought to think about things like that before I just go ahead and start plowing away. So let's take this one off and set it the right way. Actually put it up, because that's the way it's supposed to be. Let's try that. You know, it always happens, you know. I'm getting used to the fact that I hate to read directions all the way. Making one bonehead mistake after another. So, this is the bonehead mistake for this one. That is up. I feel like this one I may want to open it up a little bit. I may want it up more. Just want to get a little bit of movement with. Let's install this side in now. So with the guy. Should, in theory, go over that. Maybe that one doesn't go over that. Maybe this one goes over that. this one's got to go with this one. That one definitely goes up. Let's see, I don't have to set screw up far enough. There we go. There we go. Now she's rocking. Now everything is looking right. Tighten up that set screw. There, now that's tight in there. Get these bars in. Bar 1, bar 2. Take the last one. Stick those bars in. Let's hope to God it sits on here right. Oh, it does, like a glove. And then we tighten that set screw. And it should be done at that point. There we go. Now we got, oh, it's like a thing coming out of the wall there. I'm telling you, I'm not too happy with these drywallers that did this house. They suck ass. I don't recommend whatever company that was, but they just did a terrible job. That's it. Towel bar's done. Let's test and see how she works. Let's get a towel. Let's throw it on there. I don't fold towels the right way, so don't make fun of me. It's just, I fold them like a guy folds them. You know, just get them over the bar, for God's sakes. I don't know how it goes. I've never seen a double like this before. Man, maybe it goes in front? I don't know, man. So there you go. Towel number 1, hanging on the wall. You get these little ones. Put those in there. Towel number 2. I don't know if this is the way they're supposed to look, but my wife will correct my screw-ups. There we go. 3 towels on there. Maybe they're not supposed to look like that. Maybe they're like that. I don't know. The towel bar's done. Easy install. Relatively easy. Good job. Looks good. Alright, signing off. I will give the MOEN Sage DN6822BN thumbs up.